right. Well, we are heading in for a pretty extended bear trip, heading into the backcountry. Day one, we're riding in as far as we can on these backcountry bikes. So we got a pretty long stretch here, got a few miles, half a dozen miles, where we can take this bike in to a certain point, and then we're going to hike the rest. But this is just big country, hoping to find a couple of big bears. And we've also got a couple of archery deer tags. The plan is we've got 5-6 days to scout for deer, and hopefully we fill a couple of bear tags in the meanwhile, but try to pin down a couple of big bucks. There's going to be some big bears in here. I mean, this country's huge. There's just rock faces, a lot of berries. I think the berries are going to be perfect. So the plan is spend today getting in there, just kind of glassing along the way, hoping to find some color phase. There's blonde in here, there's cinnamon, there's jet black. So we got 10 days to see what we find. We're gonna ditch the trailers. We hit some skinny trail, so we're gonna get a lot of our gear. We got some extra gear. It's a long trip. We're gonna get it on the back of this bike. There's a little rack behind the seat here. Strap it down and then hit some skinny trail. It's just a single track. Start grinding up this mountain and see how it does.
Got the trailer off this bike, and then got the Panga strapped down. Gave her a little spin, cruise down the trail, cruise back up again. It's pretty nice without the trailer. Definitely needed more power to haul than it does to carry the same load, but on the bike. But once we get meat, we're gonna need the cargo space that the trailer provides, but I think we're gonna be fine. It rode real nice as I rode down the trail. It was like a lot smoother than with the trailer attached.
Solar panels laid out. We're charging up one of the batteries. We don't have that much farther to go, but we're both teetering at about 10% on the batteries that we've got. So we're using a little bit of this sunlight to get a little recharge going. But I think about another mile or so, and we're gonna start glassing. Hopefully pick up a bear tonight. These bikes are cool, but this is a grind of a hill, and we got heavy packs on, so it's really taking a lot of the juice out of them.
Well, we got our bikes up this mountain. Now we had to come back down and grab some packs. They didn't have the juice.
Not quite. These hills really take it out of them, but
quite a few rocks.
All
right. It's getting dark, but we'll probably get to camp before it gets dark. Close to it. And then we'll probably kill a bear tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
I'm freaking tired. It's been a long day. I'm ready for bed.
It's been a long day. I'm ready for a meal.
I got lots of fat to burn. I need to lose like 10 pounds. I was gaining like so much muscle. That little bit of fat comes with it around the belly. It's part of my process. Last year, dude, I lost 25 pounds between now and December.
That's a lot.
So I don't think we're going to run into a soul back here. It's ours alone. Well, found our camp spot for the night. Right up here. Got water right here. Just filling up the bladder. Have some dinner, go to bed, because it's been a long day. Big old grind. Got our little castle here. Ryan's trying to kill us though. There's like blowdowns. Dead trees surrounding us. Dead tree, 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 dead tree.
Did you say that one was dead? Because there's one fully alive, intact.
True, that one is fully alive.
We got one.
There's a couple, mostly all dead. What'd you say to me earlier?
Everything we do has a little bit of risk. So putting our tent amongst a bunch of dead timbers is nothing out of the ordinary, really.
We're probably breaking some rule. There's probably some law that if you sleep inside a burn, that you have to have a permit or something. Or it might be against the law just because, everybody's trying to legislate your safety.
It's probably a $25 pass. There's a permit for everything. But, you know what? I just pulled out the world's greatest pad here. Still going, Brian. Still going. It's another year.
Not really a pad I hate more than that pad.
I can guarantee you this is going to be another full season for this.
We'll see. I tried buying one, and it was too skinny, so I took it back and bought the large, because I'm a broad-shouldered man, and it came with no valve. Plus,
so you didn't check
plus
for
it
the
was,
valve prior to your trip, is what you're
folks,
saying.
Gear tip: always blow up your air pad before you go to the mountain. Always. Only a idiot, rookie, moron would go up to the mountain with a brand new pad without checking it first. People like that drive me crazy.
I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to disagree with you on that one. But this mattress with a valve, it's about as good as it gets. This morning we climbed up to the top here on this perch, scouting out some muleys for the opener. There's really no berries up here, but there's some pretty good bucks. We've got 4 bucks right below us. Pretty nice 3-point. The other one's a nice old 3x4. He's kind of got a wanky left side to him, but he's gonna eat some breakfast and watch this spot and try to get some video. And he's a nice heavy buck. He looks like a pretty old age class buck up here, so we'll watch him and see if there's any other bucks rolling around before we move on and hit another big glass and knob, and eventually we'll get to where the bears are. But until then, we're going to keep our eyes out for mule deer we can come back to for the opener. Some of these bucks back here, you'll look at them the first time and you'll think they're just not that old, not that big, but when you see their body size of an older age to a younger age buck, they're just huge. Some of these bucks, they migrate 40, 50 miles, and they're just giant. Big tracks on them, like 275-pound mule deer. And so it makes the racks look pretty small sometimes. It'll fool you. But like this buck down here, he's not huge, but he's a good mature buck. He's got a big body compared to that 3-point that's down below him. He's significantly bigger than him. So this rack's probably quite a bit bigger than we think.
Bedded. Yeah, right there.
That's a shot right there.
How far do you think that is?
I'm gonna say 60, 55. Okay. Check it.
51.
Really?
Yeah. How can you tell? You know what I mean?
It's tough. It's a tough judge.
Just need that to be a big buck.
I know.
With a tag in hand.
She's not that spooked. She's not like that buck on the other side that's so wary.
Oh, I wonder if I can film her with this small camera.
See how tough it is, though. Like stalking and stuff.
I'd really like a nice big buck to do that. You know, stand up, stare at me, let me range it 35 yards, come to full draw, send it. It's my idea. I mean, that'd be cool. It's steep, man. Yeah.
We are full up. 4 bars.
Nice. It works.
It works. Sweet. Okay, we'll swap out batteries.
Well, we've been letting these bikes charge for 3.5 hours. We've got one battery fully charged, like 100%. This other one's been taking longer to charge. All I care about is that I got a good, 30-40 minute nap, and then just, an hour to relax. But the bikes have been cool, but it took a lot of power to get them up on top of this mountain. So we're kind of dead in the water if we want to keep using them without getting them charged up. But that one worked like a charm. So we'll see how that one goes. Keep experimenting with them. But we're asking a lot out of them because they're not motorcycles, They're e-bikes, but still really impressed with what they've been able to do. We've glassed a bit. Nothing's out moving, really.
It's just the sun is in the wrong spot right now. But we're going to get a good vantage tonight, and I'm guessing we're going to see some mule deer. Hopefully a bear too. We got one side of the ridge, it's got some nice bulls. Might be some berries in there, some rocks. The other side is all mule deer. So we'll know a lot more tonight, but guessing we're going to see some pretty good bucks.
We've made our way to the backside of this mountain. We're glassing this little area behind us. Looking for deer, looking for bears. So far it's been a slow morning. No critters yet.
Looking into these bulls, and no bears yet, but we just got in here, so we just gotta probably keep our eyes on these bottoms. They're nice and lush down in the bottom, but it's all burnt off up top here, so kind of expect to see them down in these basins where it's still kind of wet. The berries are gonna be a lot bigger. We're gonna get set up, do a little calling, see if we can't call one out of this. It's kind of just a dark little damp hole here, so we can hopefully pull one out of it. The odds of just seeing one are pretty slim.
Well, we sat up there and we called for about a half hour. We heard some critters up in the rocks, but never put eyes on anything. No bear came in, so we're moving on to another spot. Probably hike another, 5 miles today to another area where we think there's going to be some bears, pretty sure. But we thought we'd spend some time in a couple of these canyons right here before we made that move, just because it's such good country. But it's time to move on, hit this next area, and hopefully put some bears on film and get some stocks. We're like 16 miles from the truck. Probably go another 10 miles to where the bear might be, 25 miles, somewhere in that range. Nobody's back here. It's pretty cool. It's just ours for the taking. Ryan expected to see a lot more deer over here than we have, but that's hunting.
This might get a little steep. A little bit steep. Oh. He's pretty good size, Brian. this, where the creek is. It's really lush down there. Some nice green salad, but it's fresh. Yeah, it's really fresh. He's close.
So many tracks all over through here. You can see them. They're fresh. Big bear pads.
Alright, well, we finally got to our number one basin here. Took a while, but I hope there's a bunch of berries in it. It's just a nice rocky, it's upper end of the basin. It's got a puddle in the bottom, and it's got a creek running right through the middle of it, so there's plenty of moisture. I'm just hoping it's filled with berries, but there's a lot of bear sign in here, so if there's berries in here, we're going to see multiple bears. Because there's just not that many places around that have them. Okay, so we're sitting up on this perch. It's about as perfect as you could have. We got 200 yards to the middle of this kind of a meadow. We're about 300 as far over as possible, so we should have a bear come through here any minute. Definitely by the time the sun goes down. But we're probably going to park it on this basin for a day or two. There's bears around. There's going to be a bear in here. We're going to camp just a couple hundred yards up on the hill here, kind of away from this basin a little bit, so we keep our scent out of it. But right now it's just a waiting game. It looks great, so we're just parked up here, drinking some bone broth, kind of waiting for the show to happen. It's gonna be good. Got some bone broth going on. Good stuff. So we got our first bear just come out. It's funny, right where we're watching, right in this little cut up the creek bed, right where we thought one would come out. He's not the biggest bear, he's like a solid medium.
He's got like a blonde stripe.
Jet black. Just right down here rubbing on a tree. And then we have a deer over here blowing at him. That made him nervous. That bear just kind of heard that deer blowing and just shuffled up into the timber here. So he's not in our sight right now, but we'll see him again here, I'm sure.
Well, that was really close. That bear popped out into this meadow, rubbed on that tree, gave us a little show, but he was only out in the open for a minute or so, and then a deer started blowing at him, made him nervous, and he went up into the trees. He's a shooter. So maybe he'll come back out before the sun goes down.
Well, he's over there somewhere. We just haven't picked him back up, but he's got to be in that timber. We would have seen him if he would have cut across and went out of here. I think he's just holed up. Not very tough if he ran away from a deer blowing. But I'll bet he'd eat good. He's probably good size, at least a medium, we figured. So we'll take him if he comes back out.
He disappeared into those trees about an hour ago. And hour and a half maybe. Hasn't come back out. We probably have another 30 or 40 minutes of daylight, so we still got time. We got the camera ready. Ryan's got the gun ready. Last we saw him, he was right in that tree line there. It's just a waiting game. Hopefully he comes out before the sun sets. We'll see.
Well, that's it for today, but we saw a bear. Probably a middle-aged bear. A sissy bear, because he heard a deer snort and he took off. Never gave us another look, so that's unfortunate, but we're gonna park it on this basin all day tomorrow. Hopefully pick him back up, or another one. He might have been a little bit sketched out because there's hopefully a bigger bear in there, because he hot-footed it out of there pretty fast with that deer. But we got some really good, like, not just this basin, we got a couple other basins right next to it that we'll end up looking at eventually, but tomorrow it's gonna happen.
Well, we got up this morning a little late, and but we're moving in. We saw this bear yesterday into this meadow. Hopefully we see some action this morning.
No bear in here first thing in the morning, but he's in here. So we're gonna perch up for the day and watch this basin, and hopefully he comes out. I've noticed one thing: when the berries aren't really hot and heavy, sometimes it's noon before I see them, and that second half of the day is a lot better. But if the berries were really heavy, they'd probably be in them right now.
Well, we're sitting here waiting for that bear to come back out from yesterday. And yesterday when the bear came into the meadow, a deer was blowing right below us somewhere in these rocks. Spooked him and made him run into the trees. This morning we get here and we're sitting here looking over the edge, and our deer is back and he's blowing his nose again. We haven't put eyes on it yet, but it's like right there. Kind of annoying.
Alright, well, we're just sitting here making some coffee, or at least I am, and got our water boiling here. Looked across right where the berries are. There's a bear. We're thinking it's the same one from last night. Not positive, but it looks like it has kind of this stripe down its back, kind of a lighter color. Last night we thought it was pine needles, so I'm gonna get the spotter out and take a better look at him. So we watched that bear. It's definitely the same bear from last night. He was just grabbing mouthfuls of berries, huckleberries, and he moved into the timber patch that he went into last night. So we're hoping he keeps coming our way. If he comes into this little box up here, we got a nice close shot. And hopefully he doesn't stay in that timber all day. But my guess is he'll keep moving across this front where the huckleberries are. Until then, we're just drinking coffee and waiting.
There's bushes in my way. No. Yes, I'm on him. I'm on him.
Alright, well, that bear did come out. He came right in tight to us. About 200 to 250 yards, and we got a lot better look of him. And he's just a little bit small for us, and we've got some days to burn here, so we're gonna let him kind of rule this basin. We're gonna hop up over this mountain and check out another one. See if we can't find another bear that's a little bit older, a little bit bigger.
Sun's coming out. We're off to find another bear. We heard some bear growling down here. So far creepy. There's gotta be bears in here. Gotta be. See if we go down there.
Well, we are changing camp, so we packed up. We're gonna drop down in this hole, grab a bunch of water up the other side, and we've got, hopefully the next basin over has got some good huckleberries in it. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, legend has it there's a giant bear on the other side of this mountain.
Yes, there is.
That's what I've been hearing.
He's black, jet black with a red stripe, but he would be really old if he's still alive. Really old. He was old last time I saw him.
He'd be a legend. Let's go find him.
Yeah, give it a shot. Huckleberries. This is the best bush we found. Those bears gotta be happy back here.
Yeah, nice.
Yep. That's what that bear we watched this morning was doing. He was just ripping berries off these low bush huckleberries. Get some purple ones now.
See, why aren't those bears finding this bush? If we can find it, why aren't they finding it? Some of these are nice and fat. Those are tasty. Those purple ones are where it's at.
Huckles.
Jam in this thing.
Oh yeah. Can definitely make a really good jam out of huckleberries. There's just a lot of work to get to them because they're usually up in the elevations, but you know, a lot of people, we just call them blueberries, but they're huckleberries. One of the ways you tell is, see that little round circle inside the hole there?
Mm-hmm.
It's a huckleberry.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they look like they've been shot. And the bullets come out the other side. They're a true blueberry. But, yeah, they're good. But you have to eat a lot of them to get anything out of them. I think it takes a cup to give you 83 calories or something like that. It's a lot, but...
No, 20 cups and you're close to
20 cups.
Calories.
Dude, this is like the best bush we found the entire time. It's the only bush we found. All the other ones are slim pickings or dried out. So,
those are tasty though.
I'm surprised the bear's not just parked on this patch right here. But, heck yeah.
We're gonna leave the shelter of the shade here and climb this mountain in the blazing sun to get at Legend, who we're envisioning is just like laying in the wide open 200 yards.
Biggest opening, 200 yards away.
Yeah. Give us 30 minutes to set up the camera, watch him, and then take him, and then eat him tonight.
Open fire. That would be perfect. Well, the basin we've been watching for too many days to count. We just found a nice fresh pile of scat with a fresh track coming out of it, going up into the basin we're heading into. Hopefully he's just parked in it, but that's a big track.
It's pretty fresh scat.
One of the bigger tracks we've seen.
Still green in there.
Yeah, real fresh. With this heat, it had to be this morning.
We've scaled this mountain. We're about to the ridge top here. Finally. And hopefully we find the legend, Mr. Red Stripe, on the other side of this mountain. I mean, it just seems fitting to me that a bear called the Legend should appear when I get here.
Yeah, there's just a lot of berries in this whole basin. This whole side here is loaded. The other side, hoping there's a little bit bigger berries in this one than the last one. But we'll camp in this swale up here and just keep eyes on this whole thing. It's a deep sucker, so we'll probably end up having to scale down this thing to get into it, get some shots.
Well, I'm working hard here, glassing this basin. We've been here about 2 hours, just waiting for a bear to pop out. Haven't seen one yet, but there's a legendary bear in here. It's gotta come out anytime. Yesterday, that bear that came out right about now, about the same time. So, any minute now, we're hoping some giant slob with a red stripe walks out into this berry patch and starts gorging himself. I've been diligently watching this meadow here from my sleeping bag here, just because it's important that, you know, you're comfortable if you're gonna be in the same spot for a long time. Ryan has ADD, so he's been walking up and down the ridge the whole time. See? Any minute now. Any minute. There hasn't been a single bear yet. The basin looks like it should have bears in it. The sun is starting to go down, and I think today we're gonna get skunked. You win some, you lose some. But it's not over yet. The sun is still popping off the hill over there. So maybe we'll get lucky in the next 30 minutes. How are you feeling about this evening's?
I'm pretty surprised we haven't seen hide nor hair of a bear in this basin. But I still feel like any second one is gonna walk in. I think it's your sleeping bag. It really stinks. That's gotta be why we're not seeing anything in here. It's the only explanation I've got. I mean, it's picture perfect. It stinks.
I'm not gonna deny the sleeping bag has a little stain to it, but I don't know, man. I thought we'd get some action. Everything looks too pretty to stay empty.
Oh, well, nothing showed up tonight. So we're gonna just plan on parking it here for tomorrow. We're kind of up on a ridge, so gotta somewhat of a flat spot. Not very flat, but we're gonna be on a windy ridge tonight just so we can be right here to look into this basin in the morning. Alright, well, this morning we're back on the perch, overlooking this just picture perfect basin, and nothing yet. We're just hearing all the grouse fly out of the trees right now. It's early, but haven't seen anything. It's just got everything. It's got berries on the side hill below us. It's got water and nice lush green meadow down here to the right. So I don't know. We're gonna hopefully see one here today. Should I can't imagine we don't. But we heard a couple of rocks roll up here. Maybe something's coming down. We'll see.
What time is it, Ryan?
2:50.
There you have it. It's 2:50 in the afternoon. Almost 3 o'clock. We've been glassing all day. Both sides of this ridge out here in front of us, plus behind me. We've seen a couple does, but the bears are evading us. It's day 5. Starting to wonder if we should shoot any bear that comes by.
I don't think so. Not yet. We still got some days. There's a giant bear in here somewhere. Trust me, when we see a giant jet black with a red tint of cinnamon down his spine, it'll be worth it. He's a monster.
Or he's dead. The legend has died. There should be another monster in here. If he's gone, there should be another one moved in his place. Anyway, still got time. Could be tonight, Ryan.
Could be morning. Rained a little last night. Wasn't supposed to, because we checked. It said 0% chance of rain. But it rained. I think it's gonna get clear today. There's a few scattered clouds, but looking like it's gonna burn off.
Yeah, I kind of expected a dead bear by now. It's day 6. And it's been a little slow. We got a few days left. But the longer we're out here, the more likely it's gonna happen. It's just the odds game. It's about the prettiest basin on the planet. We're camped right here on this saddle, right over the basin. We can see into 2 different basins. Yesterday I saw a doe freak out for a long time looking into the bushes, and I kept waiting for a bear to pop out. Never happened.
So, we're obviously chasing fall bears right now. It's quite a bit different than the spring bear hunts that we've already done this year. And it's not as easy sometimes in the fall, especially when the berries aren't really popping that great, which they're not. We had no idea what the berries would be like, but we're up between 6,000 and 7,000 feet of elevation, and we found a few berries, but they're down low in the basin, and they're really small. Berries that are ripe are probably further down in the timber, which that may be where a lot of the bears are. Typically, this time of year, the berries are a lot fuller and they're up in these high basins like we're sitting in. And the bears are pretty easy to pick up. It's going to be a little tougher this year. We're still going to find them, but we've only seen one. And he was eating some of those low bush huckleberries, but it was down in the bottom of a basin. And right now we got a lot of timber down where the berries are really ripe. And so we're kind of hoping that they feed up and out, getting that top end to where the berries are ripe right now. So we're still looking at these lush green bottoms where it's not burnt off. Just not enough moisture this year to keep these berries on these side hills, because you can see there's huckleberries all over this side hill we're sitting on. They're just not ripe, or they're shriveled up. They're kind of burnt and they're small. Makes it a little tough, but it's a lot of fun just sitting up in these high basins, just trying to find even a roamer. They're not always going to be on the huckleberries. They'll be out tearing logs up, flipping rocks, and we're seeing tracks. They're obviously coming up and over these ridges, but they're settling into these basins, and sometimes they're just hard to pick up because they're in the timber. So this hunt, it's going to be tough, no doubt about it. We've struggled to pick up bears, but we're just going to keep at it and keep glassing all these different little upper basin bowls. And who knows? We got a little moisture last night. I think it's too little, too late. But we're in bear country, no doubt about it. And there's definitely bears around. We're seeing the tracks. Just having a tough time finding them right now. Good bear years make bear hunting really, really easy in the fall. Bad bear years make it tough, like the one that we're having right now. So, I don't know, all we can do is keep at it and keep putting our glass on all these different upper ends of these basins. Try to find a big one. Bears didn't get it. That means we eat for the next 4 days. That's good.
It's a bonus. Well, I haven't turned the camera on for a couple of days because we basically were getting our butts kicked back there. So we spent the last day and a half hiking out to a whole new area. And today we're out here in this big open area glassing, and we finally found a bear. But it's a tough get where he's at.
There's a couple factors. First, it's a long ways off, and he's kind of up feeding, so we're hoping he stays in that little dark patch of timber. The second problem is It's going to take us hours to get there. Hopefully he stays there, but the angle at which he's in, it's going to be hard to get a bead on him. We're hoping there's a little bit of a rock tit on the top of that knob. We're hoping if we get up there, we'll get a little angle and we can see into that timber, but it's really hard to judge from here, but it's a play. What else do we have to do? We get sunburned.
I agree. Well, what's always fun about this is when we see animals that are that far away, logistically, it becomes like a game. Like, how can we get there? Right? And when you pull it off and you get the bear, and he's that far away, it's
kind of funny how difficult that bear is going to be to get to.
But how cool it is when we kill him.
Yeah, I agree. And what else do we have to do? We can burn this day up trying to get this bear.
Yeah.
I like it. So, actually, let's see how far away he is. He's, where the crow flies. Well, he's only 1.28 miles. By the way the crow flies. It's, I don't know, maybe five miles for us to get there, maybe more. So that knob over there, it gets real confusing when you get closer in this country. So I picked up the knob, went to topo, and then I went back to hybrid, and I could pull at that little timber patch, and I just marked where he's at, so we know exactly where to be, where to look into. So it's really, really helpful. Because you get there, especially in these burns, it's really hard to tell where you're at, what you're looking at from over a mile away. So I just hope that knob gets a visual into that dark timber. I mean, where we found most of the berries is on that kind of the northern slope, and that's got shade to it, so they might be a little bit better than a lot of these areas where they're just burnt off.
He looks like he's eating berries, and if he is, maybe he'll stay occupied for the next few hours, but we're gonna haul ass over there and see. It's about time.
So we've been bombing for a long time. Let's see, we are about 1,100 yards from where we need to be, to where we can hopefully see into that ditch.
Closing the distance.
We're getting closer. It's hot. It's back and forth. It should be going up. It's so bloody hot. But it's kind of up, down, and we're pretty darn close. We're within a few hundred yards of where we last saw that bear. It's just erratic. Got a wind. It's not thermals, it's just a directional, but it keeps changing. Not a good play. Alright, well, no go on this bear. He kind of disappeared on us. We don't know if he's in here still, but it's been 7 hours since we last saw him. So we don't know if he's in this drainage or if he skirted down. The direction he was taking was right in here in this dark timber, but he could have just as easily got down and cruised up valley. So I cut his tracks where he came into this, but I don't know where he came out. So he's either up drainage or he's right in front of us. But we've been sitting here for a long time. So we're gonna cruise in a little bit and see where this bear went. That's a big black bear. It's a big tree. When we started hiking, he must have cut up drainage. It's a big track. Big heavy track. Easy to track him in this. So where I saw him come in, he did just mill around here for a while where we watched him for a pretty good amount of time. And he just continued on the same direction. So, it's a bummer.
Well, we ghosted through those trees on those bear tracks for quite a while, but they just kept on going. We had to come back and grab our gear, so we're both parched. Oh, you have water, you sucker. I'm all out of water. We gotta hike up to down to where a river stream bed is. Dang it, we just need a little luck, you know. Hunting, sometimes you just need a little luck. Everything comes together and then bam, bear's still there and you get him. Did not happen today.
It's just, they could be anywhere in these burns. When the berry patches aren't producing, it's tough. So all we can do is just keep covering ground, keep glassing everything, and keep at it.
One of these times it's gonna work out. Bear's gonna be right where we want him. Gun's gonna line up. Boom, bear meat.
And there, we haven't seen a bear on this hillside. Like, had pretty high hopes here, but one problem was both these horseshoes right here were turned down, so we just turned them up. That's bears and deer from here on out. So we're gonna hot foot it a long ways. We've got about 5 miles to a spot we've already checked out, but there was some sign there, so we got some ground to cover in the hot of the day here. Horseshoes are turned up. Hopefully that makes a difference.
Well, got our camps on our backs again. We're gonna take the e-bikes and ride them way back here. We got full batteries now using the solar charger. So hopefully get back there in a couple hours, kill a bear this evening off of the berry patches. That's the plan. Those are clean socks right there.
They look a little crispy.
Should have seen the
Oh, you soaked them.
should have seen the like leaching out of salt and chemicals and stuff, sweat. Took like 25 dips. Let's see what you got, Ryan.
2 miles uphill, but we're at 100%. Look at that. Easy peasy.
Feeling ready?
Mm-hmm.
Show me what you got. Don't crash, you're on camera. He's making it look easy. All right, 2-mile ride. Should shave some time off our normal walking time. Well, it's about 2 o'clock. We got up here and dropped the bikes off top of this mountain. Y'all missed it, but I had like a spectacular vehicle dismount. It was like, I think it was a double somersault. Ryan wasn't running the camera when the spectacular dismount happened, so it's only between the two of us.
I should have been running the camera. That was hilarious. That was like football drills. You did 3 nice rolls down the hill, though. But it was your short legs that got you, I'm telling you.
I just noticed there was a lot of dust. I've been knocking dust out of me for the last 15 minutes. These bears are killing us.
We're just gonna keep crushing this. That's all we can do is just keep glassing and keep putting ourselves in the good spots. But yeah, it's frustrating. This many days and really struggling to find them. But I think there's one right here.
Well,
What do you think?
tired. It's frustrating. Folks, it's the last day. The camera hasn't come out in a while.
Yeah.
We've been a little,
We've been pushing a lot.
covering some ground.
Yeah, we're hunting a pretty tough spot. There's just not that much going on up here.
Well, the berries,
But we got one day. Got one day left.
the berries haven't been that good.
No.
And we've had the place to ourselves. We've seen some bears, just haven't been able to get one yet.
Yeah.
So we're just perched up here glassing. There's so much country to see. We haven't been in this basin yet. There's some kind of fire going on, and it's been smoky and hazy the last couple days.
Yeah, getting hazier by the...
It's getting hard to see really far. Anyway, we're gonna glass a little bit longer. We have this knob to look out. And see what happens. All right, check this out. What's going on, Ryan?
Found us a bear. It's last evening here, and he's just down there sitting in some brush. Looks like he's eating some berries or some like a dead scrub, but he's just kind of been milling around down there. I've been watching him. Pretty good sized bear. It's kind of like a little bit chocolate colored, so I say
It's kind of a last day thing.
we got like last ditch effort, a little bit of daylight, so we're gonna go for it. See what happens. I'd love to put a tag on that bear, but we got a little bit of ground to cover, so.
He's basically down there on that hill over there.
Yeah. So we got a couple of little basins to get across. Try to get perched up over on this knob. Should give us a couple 100-yard shot if he's still there, so that's the plan. He's in this dead brush right now. He's just kind of feeding, sitting on his butt. I don't really want to put a shot through that brush. So I'm hoping he kind of walks and feeds out a little bit. But I could probably sneak one through there, but I'm going to let him finish up eating. Okay, I'm going to take him. He's down. Yeah, he's down. That was a tight quarter-inch shot. That's all I had. He started walking away. He was super tight quartered, but holy smokes, dude.
Finally.
Could we take this down to the last minute of a 10-day hunt or what? Oh, I can't believe it happened. Boy, he was just, looked like he was gonna go straight away from us. And he just turned a little bit. That's all the shot I had. If he would have got over that edge, we might have never seen him again. So I took it and just dropped him. See him start spinning around a little bit, biting at it. Well, Brian, we got bear meat. Finally, we've been craving bear meat this whole week, and it's gonna be good. Hopefully he's just been parked in those berries, just scarfing down and getting fat. Looks like had some pretty good shimmy to the backside there. Look like he's got some fat on him, right?
It's been a long grind, a lot of hiking. Look at this country, though.
Yeah, it's not bad to look at.
Yeah, dude, I was worried he was gonna go over that hill and you were gonna shoot. I was looking at that angle and I was like, he gave you the butt like straight on, and I was like, please turn, please. And he just barely quartered, and I was like, you better shoot. You better shoot. We need this. Squeezed it right in there. I don't think you ruined any meat at all.
It was just enough of a quarter to sneak it in there. And yeah, I put him down pretty fast. So we'll find out.
Should we go get him?
Let's go get him.
Yes.
What do you think, Ryan?
It's been a long week. It's nice. Nice bear.
It's been a long week. It took some doing, Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, look how dusty he
Got
is.
some fall bear meat, huh?
Yeah. Pretty color. He's kind of got a chocolate coat.
Yeah, he's a good looking bear. That white muzzle is cool.
Yeah. It's about the only shot I had. It was a steep quarter.
Yeah, it wasn't your favorite shot.
I knew I could slip it in right in front of that back hip and right through the pump. And I wasn't about to let him get over this. If he would have got over this, we'd have probably never seen him again. So, what a hunt. I'll take it. I will take it. Last day of our 10-day trip. Man, I don't know. We almost for a second there thought it wasn't going to happen. Oh, but it happened. He's gonna eat good, Brian.
Yeah.
Get a little fire going.
Have some bear.
Get some bear fat. Got some fat on him.
What do we got here, Ryan?
That is bear penis.
What's the deal with that?
The baculum? Well, it's the bone, and I like to clean them up and just collect them. You can use them as a stir, like to stir your coffee in the morning if you want to. Some people do, I guess.
Sounds weird, man.
But I boil them up, and I just like having them. They're kind of cool to have laying all around the house. I think so, anyway. But no, they clean up pretty good. It's weird. It's just like a perfect little bone, and my kids dig it. They kind of like knowing where it came from. Swizzle stick.
Is that what that's called? The official name?
Mm-hmm. Kind of a pain to clean up, but kind of cool when you get them done. Alright. Well, let's hang some meat. Get a little crust on it.
Ooh, look at that.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it? There's one. Tenderloins. Alright, I don't know about this branch. It's on the side a little bit.
Not very many trees in this spot. What's going on here?
Well, we got kind of a late night, but we got all the quarters hung. We're not going with a game bag tonight. We're just letting it get a little crust to it. It's not the coolest night. We don't have much wind, so I'd like to just get it as much in the air as possible. So we gotta have them all spread out a little bit. Once it gets a little crust, we'll game bag it in the morning and get out of here. So that should work.
How's the ride out feel so far?
Feels good. Got a panga full of meat, and these bikes handle great on these trails, so it's kind of fun, isn't it?
It is. It's a good way to get spoiled. It's also a good way to get a broken leg or neck or collarbone.
Don't break nothing. That's the game here.
It's better than walking, especially with those loads. All that meat. Yeehaw! This is pretty cool. It sure beats packing. Sure beats packing meat on your back. It's probably a bad idea to ride with one hand, but sure is fun. There's probably some rule against this. Whew. So yeah, got half a bear in here and a week's worth of camp. This sure did beat walking. But I should put this camera away before something bad happens. Hey folks, I hope you guys enjoyed that gritty film. This YouTube channel is exclusively hunt films. There's no other content published here. So if you like this video and you want to see more like it, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a gritty film production. And if you want to see more behind-the-scenes gear discussions and other podcast content, check out our other YouTube channel, Gritty Gear and Podcast. And for Gritty discounts, events, and merch, check out our website at briancall.com.